Ringling has two touring circuses this season, Circus Extreme and Out of This World. The final show for the Circus Extreme will be in Providence, Rhode Island on May 7th, and the other will close after a performance in Uniondale, New York on May 21st. Well, that legacy started by the Ringling Brothers has blossomed here in Sarasota as part of our culture, and we are now joined by one of the people responsible for preserving that culture. Jennifer Mitchell is the executive director of the Circus Arts Conservatory here in town, which runs several outreach programs, including Sailor Circus, which is out near Sarasota High School. So, Jennifer, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
So first, your own thoughts and reaction when you learned of this news.
Well, certainly I share the sentiments of so many who feel that it's a sad day to see the coming of an end of an institution, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. But I think that circus it's timeless, as we've heard before, and it's withstood so many tragedies. And we look forward to what the future is, because it is alive and well here in Sarasota.
And as you mentioned, the circus has endured before, but to have such a well-known organization fold up for good, is that a big blow to the circus community?
Well, of course. I mean, so many artists that are currently working for Feld Entertainment with Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey are affected, and that concerns all of us in the industry. But I do know that we've withstood so many other challenges here in society that I think other opportunities will blossom. And those of us that are engaged in a positive way in preserving this incredible legacy will work even harder to do so.
Now, your staff includes several past performers. I think you mentioned the whole thing was even founded by some past Ringling Brothers performers. What was your message to them today, and what was the mood?
Well, our message, of course, we shared in the sadness and the shock of learning the news today, but our message was that we are vibrant and we are working together as a passionate team led by Pedro Reyes and Dolly Jacobs, incredible world-renowned artists who themselves worked for Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. And today we steward the future generations through the Sailor Circus Academy and, as you mentioned, other outreach programs. And it's been important for us to use circus as a medium to impact many more lives.
And you mentioned you think the circus may be evolving into more of that involvement and less of the spectator, more of the involvement. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Well, certainly. What we've seen is that the youth of today don't just want to observe and spectate, but they want to engage. And so Sailor Circus Academy allows students to be part of the performing arts, and that's very important as we move forward. In the early 90s, there were only a handful of youth circuses in the country, and today there are more than 250 bona fide programs. America's longest running youth circus is right here in Sarasota, and it's growing, and we intend to keep it moving forward and allowing for the circus arts to be available for future generations.
And that circus program you mentioned is no less impressive, in my opinion, than anything you'll see anywhere around. Jennifer, it's been a long day, we know. Thank you very much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you so much.